is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. D is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. K is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. K is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. D, 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 d.
Enough! Enough! You better start talking, asshole. Because we got shit we need to talk about.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 7 of the DKast. Lucky number 7 already. And this week, number 7 already. Moving by fast. But this week, my guest is Hasani. Say hello, sir.
Dustin, what's going on, man?
What is going on, man? Now, for those who don't know...
Go ahead, Dustin. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. For those who don't know, I've had Hasani on before with Corey a few weeks ago. So this will be a great episode. We got a lot of topics to talk about.
Yes,
but did you get it with that snow a few days ago?
Oh, man. In Delaware, we didn't get hit too bad.
Yeah, same here.
I'm just getting over that stomach virus, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, since I left Corey's, man, I haven't been doing too well, so I'm kind of blaming him for it. Yeah.
So is it just like a flu kind of thing going on?
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. I haven't had it since 2003.
Oh, shit.
And I've never been that sick. You ever, throw up or just want to do the number 2?
Yeah.
And you can't, and it's like this bug that's just in your stomach.
Ugh. Yeah, and that's the worst, too. When
I don't ever want to witness that. No time for it.
Yeah, but same here. I mean, I don't get sick a lot. I probably haven't been really sick in about 2 years.
Yeah.
But when it hits me, it'll hit me hard. You know what I mean?
And that's how I've been, man. I've been, pretty much sick free, and then it's like, okay, this is the year. They say, well, I guess we're going to catch up with you. So. Anyway, I feel much better now, and
that's good. That's good. Still fighting. Yeah, still fighting off the last few symptoms and all.
Oh, right.
But we didn't get too hard with the snow. We only got about an inch, I think, if that.
Yeah, you know what? Even in New York, I think that snowstorm was probably more crazy, more upstate.
Right.
But I think it was just everybody was a little bit over prepared, which is a good thing.
I think so, because that's how it always happens. It seems like they'll say you'll be getting a foot more of snow maybe, and people stock up
like it's a little tic-tac itch.
Yeah, people stock up like it's the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. I got to go to the grocery store, and then when you go to the grocery store, what are we going to get? Well, let's get some cookies and munchies. So it's funny to see how everybody's in that panic mode. And
right. Yeah.
I think, you know what it is? I think sometimes it's over-exagemexaggerated, so maybe it can help the grocery stores a little bit.
I think so. So.
Get some customers. So,
because that's always the first thing to go. Because that's always the first thing to go is the bread and the milk.
Oh yeah.
When you go to the grocery store, everything's empty.
Right.
And then it turns out you get 3 inches of snow and it's not a big deal.
Right. Right.
But sometimes you never know.
Yeah, in this area, I know growing up in Maryland, we would get just a little inch, man, and then they would, say, oh, schools are closed and things like that.
Yeah.
And then you go to other states that are used to, more snow, than the DMV, they would, a lot of these kids have to go to school, especially in the city where a lot of the trucks and things like that be at. But, yeah, man, so... Yeah, we survived whatever.
Right, for real.
But it's not over yet. Winter's not over, so
I'm ready for spring, man. I'm ready for spring. I really am.
Oh yeah, yeah. Spring, summer is a favorite for me.
Yeah, like rain and cold, I can't do.
Nah.
It's yeah.
Yeah, just give me some nice, I would say early 80s and
Right, yeah.
sunny and
Tropical weather.
Tropical weather. No humidity.
Right?
No, not too much cold. Just perfect sunny.
Yeah, I think it's time to move to Florida.
Oh hey, look, if you're gonna move to Florida, make sure you move somewhere with some shade though.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because Florida can be kind of crazy too.
Oh yeah, they got the hurricanes and all that.
Oh man, yeah. So,
but we get hit with that sometimes. East Coast.
Yeah, and our area, man, I love it because we don't get too crazy when it comes to weather.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I love the area. I love it. It's not. It's like in between all the madness.
Mm-hmm.
And then where I'm at in Delaware, it's like we don't get too crazy. The only time we had that really crazy snowstorm back in, I think, what was it, 2011?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like back to back. That was the crazy year.
Yeah, because usually like we'll be pretty safe, like Virginia, Maryland, D.C., Delaware.
Right.
Like everything will kind of just like push its way up or down. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm digging it here. Besides,
and then it was the 2012 year, which was the Mayan so-called end of the world.
Yeah.
I think it was some kind of storm we were supposed to get, and everybody was just in super panic mode.
Was it Hurricane Sandy or no? I think
it was either a hurricane or tornado or something that was supposed to come and never did.
Yeah, because that because I think it was the hurricane that like the Hurricane Sandy is the one that hit everybody like on the East Coast or something.
Yeah,
one of those.
Yeah, Hurricane Sandy was just not cool.
But Super Bowl coming up, man.
Yeah, man.
Who you going
Super
for?
Bowl. You know what? I wish I could have gone to Phoenix, but I'm going to enjoy it in my nice 40-inch TV.
There you go.
Nice and comfortable.
Right?
But a good thing, them having those Super Bowls in the cold weather states.
Yeah,
it's a good thing that it's in Arizona this year.
Because where are they playing? They're playing in Arizona or no? Where are they playing?
They're playing in Arizona. Yeah.
Oh, really?
The Cardinals.
Oh man.
So I guess is that Phoenix?
I think so. Yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that actually might be pretty nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good matchup. What you think about this whole Patriots deflate gate and Tom Brady's balls?
It's a little fishy. I mean, I think there is some kind of. Here's what I think. I think Tom Brady is lying about something. Like he's in on something. Because Eli Manning spoke the other day about that. And he was talking about like, well, that shouldn't even be an issue anyway. Like no one really knows how many pounds of pressure the ball has. Right. So, and then Tom Brady bringing it up. I don't know. It's just kind of fishy to me. What do you think?
It's so crazy. Ray Lewis had a big, rant about the Patriots and their whole legacy, starting with the Tuck rule. And it's so funny. That happened, I guess, the week of the championship game. And
yeah,
so
what was that?
About,
exactly. What was the Tuck rule? What was all that at?
Well, that's pretty much, a lot of people think that the Raiders, they played the Oakland Raiders. This is back what? Was this 2000? I think their first Super Bowl. I forgot who they played the Rams in the Super Bowl, but that Super Bowl that kind of started their whole, I call it dynasty thing.
Right.
It was Charles Woodson made a sack on Brady, and he swiped the ball, and it was like this rule implemented just for the Patriots. Really, it was a fumble, but they say it's the tuck rule, meaning if the quarterback is like in a throwing motion, and the ball comes out, around that same don't get me as an expert, but meaning at the same radius as the quarterback's throwing the ball. So that pretty much changed the rule. That was probably normally a fumble.
Oh, shit.
So Ray kind of sent a message like, okay, the Patriots kind of can get away with a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And then we got to the Spygate issue. So it's been a lot of, with the Patriots, it's a lot of suspect stuff.
Yeah, true.
That's been going on. I would say in the past 13 years or so.
Yeah, I think so. But
12 years, so yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it's like a little fishy to you, or do you think that's how the rules are? You know what I mean?
I think they're a good team.
Yeah.
I would never say that they can, certain stuff that they get away with because, the score was out of hand. They pretty much, beat, the Colts. Now,
yeah.
When you have a good team like them and they so-called play by the book, the owner is good friends with the commissioner, and the commissioner is kind of in cahoots with the owner, meaning going to like private parties and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Then I get kind of fishy.
Right,
so
yeah.
I think there is some stuff going on that they do take advantage of. And rather the league, do something about it. They find those guys and things like that, but I don't think it does much good.
Right.
The one year when they took the draft picks and that sort of thing, that did some damage. But I honestly think they do cheat.
You think so?
I just think they're one of those good teams
that they can get away with it.
It's kind of like the Ric Flair of the WWE.
Yeah, yeah.
But in the NFL,
I can see that.
and they're not as flamboyant, but they're just one of those bad guys that
you want to root for.
They're like a dynasty of this time,
right?
Like San Antonio Spurs.
Hey, there you
they're
go.
They're kind
That's
of
my
similar,
team.
but they do it in class to me.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I kind of put them two in the same, but I just think the Patriots do. I think they do cheat a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. But like enough that it's under the radar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're very calculated and smart with it.
Yeah, yeah, they are.
I look at Belichick; he's like the evil genius.
The mastermind.
And he got this right. He's a mastermind, and Brady is like the boy wonder quarterback.
Pretty much.
So those two are kind of like hand in hand. And getting back to what you said about Eli's kind of right, because as a quarterback, you have to know what those footballs are. I guess,
yeah,
I guess it's like saying they're going to try to throw.
Yeah, I don't think they like say that it's so many pounds, but I think as a quarterback, just by the way it feels, I think you'll be able to tell. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then you're going to want to throw some poor kid that's a ball boy under the bus.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people are seeing, how, okay, instead of Belichick or Brady getting reprimanded about this, they're going to try to put the blame on somebody that's making less than $20,000 or something. That's not going to matter.
I could see that.
So to throw it under the rug, I can see that happening.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Right.
And who's the guy on Seahawks? Not the quarterback. He was in the news the other day.
Sherman?
No, not Sherman. The guy who doesn't talk to the press at all. Did you hear about this?
Oh, Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, Lynch. Did you see that interview?
Yeah, man. But did you see him last year? He was just, that's just him, I guess.
Yeah. And what I found out is, which is kind of crazy, a little messed up, is that you'll be fined if you don't comply with the press and the public.
Now, this is where I'm kind of confused.
Yeah.
Are you fined if you don't show up, or do you have to talk to the media?
I think
because I look at Belichick.
Yeah, I think
his interviews.
I think you can show up, and that's not a problem. But you have to talk. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
And they kept fining him because he wouldn't talk.
Okay.
Which I think is good for him, man.
Yeah, and Belichick, you look at his press conferences, they're totally boring. He doesn't say much, but I don't see much, Like, I thought that you just had to show up.
Right.
I I don't think they got specific about the rule. I think this year they probably will. Because last year Marshawn didn't want to show up.
Right.
And then he said, well, I'm just here because I don't want to get fined. He kept repeating that.
Yeah, that's what Lynch kept saying.
Yeah, so I was told, you might be right, but I was told he didn't get fined. But you could, you might be right.
I don't think he got fined for that because he technically did talk to the press.
Right.
But I think if you don't,
that was the whole angle.
Yeah.
He didn't give them what they wanted. He just said, okay, I'm gonna keep repeating the same damn thing over and over.
Because at least he's talking. Yeah, at least I'm talking over here.
Right.
Won't get fined. But
he didn't say specifically what I had to say. Well, I'm just going to say something. I'm just going to repeat. That I know what he was. So anyway.
But like, how do you feel?
A twist to that. One of the ladies from Destiny Child, Michelle Williams, did an interview I saw online.
Yeah.
And he actually was talking and flirting with her.
Oh, really?
So I guess that wasn't, So
oh, man.
It depends on the topic, I guess. The opposite sex. Whatever.
But how do you feel about that? Like with you'll get fined, and I think it was like $100,000 if you don't talk to the press. Don't you think that's kind of like I don't know, like I guess you are owned by NFL, so.
The NFL to me is like a mob syndicate.
It is, man. Especially when I found out about that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Goodell, I'm not a big fan of Goodell.
No.
This is my thing. I think a commissioner of any sport should be very moderate, meaning he can have these relationships, but I just think the commissioner works purposely, and I could be wrong about this, he just works for the owners. And it seems like the players and their president of their association, and it's kind of like players versus owners. Yeah. And I think it makes it bad because the commissioner is like with the wealthy guys.
Yeah, it's like,
and the player. Yeah, so it comes like, off kind of.
It's like puppet master kind of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I mean it's a little crazy. Once you get to that level, you have to do what you're told, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it makes sense. And they're paying their money. Mm-hmm. You have tons of sponsorship. And you look at how college football, the NCAA, towards, college. So it's a real deep issue.
It is. Yeah. It is. And it's, there's going to be a lot more. And I think, especially this Super Bowl coming up, there's going to be some controversy that's going to happen during the game.
Yeah. But what I hate, though, Dustin, every year, these suit and tie guys, they probably never played a down in football.
Right.
I played some high school a little bit. I just hate all the rule changes.
I do too,
every
man.
year, they just keep messing with the game.
Yeah, and it seems like now there's like so many rules that almost every play there's a flag on.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like, okay, this is a simple game here. Why are we making it this complex? It's like the refs now are, I guess they feel like they're divas and they got to have some airtime and
right, yeah.
So it's a lot of craziness. And I think that year when the refs went on strike, it really got out of hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really.
It was just crazy.
Yeah, it got ridiculous. And it's just going to keep getting crazier, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And then with the whole safety rules and a lot of the domestic abuse stuff was going on. So I think going back to with the Patriots, I think it took a lot of pressure off the NFL with the the whole Ray Rice thing and what's the running back from Minnesota Vikings?
Peterson.
Peterson, was a lot of controversy. NFL really had a rough year.
They did,
meaning
man.
PR-wise.
Yeah.
Right. They were a really rough year.
But, the big game this Sunday.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Who are you going for?
You know what? I was pulling for Green Bay all year, but then when I saw what Seattle did, to come back, and I said, okay, this team is just probably destined to repeat.
I was going to say, I'm going for
win.
Seattle.
Yeah, I got you. Now, the Patriots, that's going to be a good matchup, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, their defense is equally good. Brady is smart. But like I said, I think, like what the Giants did, if you can put pressure on Tom Brady, I think that's going to be an issue for the Patriots is going up against that defense.
Definitely. Yeah, because, I mean, this has got to be getting close for Tom Brady, man. He's been playing, what, over 10 years now, right?
Yeah, he's been in the league, I think, in 2000.
Yeah,
So
he
like
should be
15. He's been
pretty close.
He's been in it for a while.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning is another one.
Yep, Peyton.
So they're winding down.
And hell, even Eli, he's been in it for a while.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Speaking of Eli, that's going to be interesting to see. You know, he has those seasons where he's either great or he's not.
Yeah, when he's great, he kicks ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be Super Bowl MVP, but then he has these years he can throw for 25 interceptions, and it's like, okay. So.
But yeah, I just hope it's a good game Sunday.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I hope it's not like last year.
And speaking of football, you know, I follow the Skins. I've been a Skins fan for a long time. And I think that team is, I think the name is finally caught up.
You think so?
A lot of times I go back and forth with Corey on this, but I'm just hoping pretty soon that the owner will change the name, but I doubt that will ever happen.
Yeah, if it does, it might take a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, because it's one of those touchy issues. People are like, oh, well, they had this name forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I got older, it's like a 50-50 argument.
Right, yeah.
And I realized what, you know, the original owner, he was a segregationist, so it's a deep issue.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm ready to kind of change everything.
Yeah, and you know, when they do change it, that's going to be a whole other thing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that'll be a big controversy. The new name.
Right. Right. So Snyder comes across at times as an asshole billionaire, but I think he's okay. But I just think that I'm just one of those people that I want the name to be changed.
Yeah.
You know, I've been a fan for like 30 years, but I'm like to the point, this team just needs a change.
Yeah, I think it does need to be changed.
Yeah.
I mean, I see why people don't want it changed, and I see why people want it changed. But I want it to be changed just to sake for a change, like a change-up. Just to be changed in general kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah,
he took the Snyder supposedly got the naming rights to the name Warriors.
Oh,
and
really?
I always thought the Washington Warriors would be a cool name.
That would be a good name. That'd be fitting,
right,
actually.
Right. You know what I mean? So, and I'm just, with the whole red man on the helmet, that sort of thing. I just think it'd be cool. A lot of these teams have these new uniforms and stuff.
Right.
I think it'd be good for them to have kind of a switch. But it's hard because, the Skins, when you look at the Forbes list every year, and all the profitable sports teams, they're always like in the top 10, if not top 5. So he's thinking, oh, well, if I change his name, I might lose a lot of money or a lot of revenue and fans, because there's so much sponsorship. And I was thinking, all the people that are making a fuss, go after the sponsorships.
Yeah, really.
FedEx and those type of, if you have a little beef, that's.
And you know what?
If those people stop doing it.
Yeah, you know what they should do? They should, like starting this year, at the beginning of football season, they should just change the name just for a year, just to see how it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Run.
Like a test run, if you will.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. A lot of controversies in NFL recently.
Yeah, man. I mean, and when money's involved, it's definitely
Yeah,
definitely testy.
Yep.
You know, that's the problem. It's a lot of money and revenue.
Yep.
Generated. So
that's what controls it, pretty much. All that money.
Basically. Yep.
But yeah. I went and saw American Sniper the other day.
What you think about it, man?
It was good. I mean, it was a good war movie. It was definitely better than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
But I think the controversy with that movie is there were things in his book that they didn't put in the movie that were like a little heavy-handed. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but like for not reading the book, it was a decent movie. It was good.
You know, I kind of working in Hollywood. I'm kind of distant in a sense from some of the movies that I watch, especially American Sniper. Mm-hmm. I think so much movies now, especially that one, is like propaganda driven.
I think so, yeah.
And I'm one of those truther people. I do believe that there was more besides Bin Laden that had something to do with 9/11.
Yeah.
Looking at the facts, and then there's a 28-page CIA or whatever the report. There's a report that Obama is not willing to let go public yet.
Oh man,
that pretty much has some stuff. Pretty much with I think the involvement of Saudi Arabia. You know, their king just passed away.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you look at the guys that were flying the planes, they were Saudis. And there's been some hints of Israel being involved, so it's a lot of stuff. And then you look at how what's the vice president, Dick Cheney, and Halliburton has profited from the war. So I look at it like as a propaganda piece.
I could see that.
To get a bunch of young guys roused up
because it was
It
was very it was very pro-America. You know what I mean? Kind of movie.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
with
the patriotism thing, but it's just who's behind it.
Yeah, it was.
That's like Bush saying, "Okay, we're going to war with Iraq, and if you don't agree, you're not American."
Exactly.
Okay, but what are we going to war for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just. I have a problem when it's a bunch of older men that are sending younger guys to war. They don't send their children to war or themselves to war.
Yeah.
But I think, Clint Eastwood is talented to the point when it comes to Westerns, war movies. I think it did its purpose.
Right.
Whatever the purpose was. But if you want to go see an action flick, a sniper taking out people, and I guess it was a sad story to end. I didn't see the movie. I know you saw it, but it's it's just the typical Hollywood. I think a propaganda film. Yeah. I don't even have to see it to kind of know what it's about because I just got you can kind of tell through the watching the trailer and things like that.
Yeah, yeah, and that's pretty much what it is. And I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I mean, it was a really good movie, well acted, well directed.
Right.
But it was just, I don't know, just like that underlining message to the movie, I guess, of what they made him out to be as opposed to what he was, the sniper, that is.
But did you hear about the same guy, the real guy? Mm-hmm. They said that he was, during Hurricane Katrina, he was, killing people.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah. Like, he was he was sniping looters, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. It was just, it's kind of like they took parts of his story as American hero, but not the whole, we don't give away some of the flaw.
Exactly, yeah.
Points of who his character was, too. So,
and that was pretty much the movie. I mean, they really made him out to be the hero, which was good. Like for an American war movie, we need the hero. But
right.
It's just like,
and don't get me wrong, all salute to all our soldiers that risk their lives.
Yes.
I'm all for those guys that do risk their lives.
Yeah,
because
I support the military 100%.
Right. I'm just against a lot of the wars that's been fabricated for a long time, man, because a lot of it has been for capitalistic gains. And I just hate how they use our soldiers.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So,
and
but I would never be against any soldier and try to
protect our country, right?
Right. You know what I mean? At that time, hey, that's what they did.
Yeah,
so that
exactly.
was their choice.
Yeah, like same here. I support the military 100%. I'm glad we have a military.
Right.
We have strong troops.
Right.
But it was just like
I want our guys to be used wisely. You know.
Yeah.
Let war be the result. If, let's say, somebody was just trying to take over the world, or there was a nuclear war brewing, like you look at the Cuban Missile Crisis, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it took level heads to not have that happen, and you know, so it's deep, man. When you look at the whole history and how war originated, you would feel kind of different.
Yeah.
Than what you're fed.
Right. But yeah, it's just it was a good movie. It was just the stuff in the books, that didn't go.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem I have. It was that they just don't mention that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until things come out, kind of thing.
Yeah, and if you saw J. Edgar Hoover,
I didn't see
the
that
movie that Clint Eastwood did.
Yeah,
that I thought it was going to touch on some things more about some flaws in his character and the things that he was doing, amongst Martin Luther King and the Black Panthers. But I think Eastwood, what he wanted to convey in that movie was, a mother's boy who, had his, I guess, homosexual tendencies and stuff like that. So I just think a lot of movies and subject matter in Hollywood, they definitely kind of miss a lot.
Right, yeah.
You know, I think it's just certain people are supposed to be in this form of light and other people are supposed to be in a dark light. So,
right.
And it just gets back to the whole getting minorities or people of color in more of these movies. And so that's a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
And,
speaking of which,
that's one of those things where,
the whole, who we were talking about the other day, the Marvel and DC, the comic universe.
Oh, yeah.
They're starting to make African American superheroes and superheroes that used to be white. They're going to start making African American. Like, I think they were talking about a Black Spider-Man.
Yeah, I didn't hear about Spider-Man. I definitely heard about the I know Tyrese. I think he was going out for the Green?
Yeah, the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, yep.
And which is cool because I think the original Green Lantern is black, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
But I mean, I'm glad we're getting to that point in the world now that we're not segregating like superheroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's weird.
Being an actor myself, I think it's always about the story.
Right.
Sometimes there's a story. It could be fit for a white person, fit for a black, Hispanic, whoever. I think as long as the story gets through, I think where Hollywood comes in at times, it's usually, I guess, the saying of the white savior.
Right, yeah.
Or where the black or the Latino, whoever, they play kind of the, the co-starring role, or they're like a prop in a film.
Yeah. Or,
and so it would be good just to get a realistic character or realistic story, putting realistic people
Yeah, exactly.
in a realistic movie.
I agree.
You know, so.
But yeah, because I mean, they got. I'm not like super huge into comic books and all that, but I know Marvel has like 10 movies they're about to release like in the next few years. And DC the same way. They're going to start releasing all those movies. But I think one of the other ones that's an African American is the Black Panther.
Right, I heard that one. And it's funny, I'm thinking the Black Panther revolutionary. I'm like,
For real, yeah.
comic
Like
book, yeah, I never knew, you know. 'Cause I grew up on Superman and Spider-Man, so I didn't, you know, I wasn't really deep into the whole comic book genre,
right, yeah.
books and stuff. So. But that I was kind of aware. Yeah, there's a Black Panther. Okay.
Not the Black Panther Party.
Right. Like Forrest Gump, I want to join the Black Panther Party. You know. So anyway, but yeah, I think it's you know what I just want? I just want diversity. I don't care what your color is.
And speaking of
Let's
which,
make
the whole
realistic film.
the Oscars, like, isn't there Selma? I think is the only movie in the Oscars this year.
The only movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have some creative people, like in editing or something like that. I don't even know the director. There was another black director. Oh man, I hate when I don't have my movie notes. There was a love story. I forgot her name, but she did Love and Basketball. It'll come to me. It's something like. I gotta get the name. Forgive me. But anyway,
No,
there's a lot of talented people in the business, but it's just not. You know, I think, and I saw Boyhood.
How was that? How was that? I didn't see it.
Yeah, if you want a movie that you want to get to sleep, that's just personally for me. Now, it could have been great, in my opinion. It took 12 years to make it, so they wanted the actor, the main character of the film, to kind of grow into whatever the character. The movie lost me. I guess I would have to see it on DVD or something, but I was just I didn't know where it was going. It just seemed like a documentary following this family and this young kid through his boy years. But the movie that I definitely like, because I love conspiracy movies. What was the movie about the whole Iran-Contra thing? And it was a writer.
Argo, right?
San Jose.
Or no? What am I
Not
thinking?
Argo. It just came out. Oh man, I will have to. You know what? I'm not on my computer.
You got a Wikipedia.
Yeah, I could Wikipedia right quick. But it was the writer supposedly committed suicide.
Oh shit!
And yeah, what's the guy named the real Rick Ross? Where Rick Ross got his name from, Freeway Ricky Ross. He was part of this whole story. So this news guy, he was just like a beat writer, I think, and he was from the San Jose Mercury, and he was just really about to give the beans on who was all involved. Pretty much did how the CIA portrayed it, but I forgot the name of it. If you look it up. It came out last year, I know. But I don't, movies like that rarely get, like those independent films.
Yeah.
They rarely get much notice.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
And I'd rather watch an independent film, to be honest.
Oh, I love them.
You know what I mean?
I love foreign films as well. So.
And I just saw a new movie the other day. I saw The Grand Budapest Hotel, and it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, that was entertaining.
Yeah, I like that kind of like suspense. Like,
there's a big fuss about Birdman. Did you see any of the
Birdman
categories that's nominated?
Yeah, Birdman has a lot. I haven't seen that one yet, but that must be pretty good.
Yeah, Yeah.
Because that has like
Gone
almost
Girl
everyone.
is one that got shut up.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think Gone Girl has no
Oh shit.
category.
Yeah, and I think I heard about
They said the film wasn't heavily marketed, but it was just a lot of women have been complaining.
Yeah.
They said, well, there's no films about women, and one guy said, well, that goes to show you there's a lot of homosexuals running Hollywood. So for Boyhood to be,
Yeah.
inside thing.
The Boyhood one, like, that's what I heard. I heard it was just a little boring, like on the boring side, but
Very boring.
yeah, I think it was. I like the idea of like the whole take 12 years, like you grow with the movie kind of thing.
Like, I'm going to tell you something. There's a guy on YouTube, and you might have seen it, where he interviews himself as a little boy,
Oh,
and I
shit.
guess he's taking footage of himself answering questions as a little boy to an adult.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
And he's answering, I forgot the guy's name, but that kind of reminded me of what Boyhood could have become.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning the creativity of letting that character grow over the years, but I just didn't know where the story was going.
Right. Yeah,
The
exactly.
story, the plot totally left. It was just like, okay, you got Patricia Arquette. I'm a huge fan of hers and whatever. So it's just, but you got these interesting people, but I'm just,
There's just no story.
okay, this is, yeah.
Yeah. See, like,
It was just,
I would like to, like, Quentin Tarantino, like, if he made a film that would, like, take 12 years, like, that would be cool.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's always on point with, like, the storytelling.
Yeah, and that's kind of like when you get a director and a writer, it just seems like, okay, this was a dialogue-driven film, which is good at times, but it needed maybe what you're saying, the Tarantino type of director to bring it home to the audience.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is probably a great written script. So I don't know. I didn't know where that movie was going.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because like some dialogue has to like grab you somehow. You know what I mean? Because like most of all Tarantino's films, they're all dialogue, but like from beginning it to end, you're like on the edge of your seat kind of thing.
Like, look at the movie Crash. I thought that was just a well done film.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
They just sneaked up, and I think it was a movie that was very popular that year. That Crash just came out of nowhere, and won the Oscar. But I just hope in that industry, stronger stories and more diversity.
Yeah,
gets
I think so.
shown more. And if you're going to do history, make it accurate.
Yeah,
Don't be
exactly.
like Exodus.
Yeah, for real. Exodus, I heard about that.
Yeah, I'm not about the white man and this and evil and this. No, I mean, just give me factual events.
Christian Bale as Moses, like, get out of here.
Yeah, factual stories, factual characters.
Speaking of which, the whole Selma thing, I heard that they didn't even get to use like the actual speeches.
Selma, there's some controversy to Selma with the director. They were saying how there was this tussle. The movie tried to, and you know what's so funny? They might say shame on me. I haven't even seen the film yet, but there was a tussle between King and Lyndon Johnson, in which, if you look at history, Lyndon Johnson, outside of maybe the Vietnam War, was one of our best presidents when it came to just domestic policy.
Right.
All of the policies for African Americans, civil rights bill, a lot of things, that I think was shut down by Reagan, when it came to affirmative action later on. Lyndon Johnson pretty much carried out everything that was supposedly carried out by Kennedy. I just hope that the movie didn't try to overhype or make him look cynical.
Right, yeah.
You know, so I have to see this. I haven't been, I told myself I was taking a break from the movies, and I'll probably go catch the films I didn't see next month. But, you know, I just hope that with some of these films, they, you know, don't try to add something that didn't need to be there.
Right, yeah, because I
Because
heard...
there's a lot of issues with King.
With what?
That a lot of people don't like to talk about, meaning how radical King was.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they always try to paint him as this nonviolent Messiah figure.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he had different sides to him, you know, that I think a lot of times people don't like to address.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like most of us do.
Yeah, for real. Everybody has something. You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
I heard it was, you know, it was a very good film. Like, everything was pretty much on point. Everything was pretty much accurate. I just heard, like, some of the speeches, like the I Have a Dream speech. I don't think that's in there. Or if it is, it's reworded. Because they couldn't use the original speeches.
I think, I don't know if the family was on board. You know, there was some friction between the siblings. So, like I said, I would have to see it normally around. I miss some of the films, but normally, because I'm in the Screen Actors Guild, they give you some of the screenings to the movies, and so I missed a lot of it.
Oh, really?
You know, but anyway, I definitely been hearing some great things about the film. So I said, you know, until I get a chance to really see it for myself, then.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, there's so many movies I need to see.
Yeah, but I'm waiting. One of the movies that I'm definitely waiting on is Star Wars. I want to see
Star Wars, man. That is going to be
what
awesome.
J.J. Abrams
Right?
do.
Did you see the trailer?
Definitely saw the trailer.
Yep.
The big controversy of the Black Stormtrooper.
Yeah, the Black Stormtrooper and the sword lightsaber, or whatever it was. With the hilt.
Right. So I'm going to see, you know, what Abrams. I would have loved for, what's the guy that did, he's my favorite director. You know, I'm getting crazy with my names.
What did he direct?
What's the movie with DiCaprio? Oh, man, Batman. The guy directed Batman.
Oh, Chris Nolan.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan. I would have loved to see him do Star Wars.
That would be awesome. That would be intense.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting how his creativity with that story. Because with J.J. Abrams, I don't know how he would, you know. I didn't really see the Star Trek movies like that.
Yeah, because
so I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing is J.J. Abrams. He's known for all that CGI and you know what I mean in the Star Trek movies.
Now this is going to be another trilogy, so
yeah,
he's only going to do this first one. I think they got another guy signed up.
Yeah, I think there's 3 different directors.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
8 and 9. Yeah. So.
But
it would be cool if they got Nolan, though.
That would be cool, because he would make it like kind of dark, you know what I mean? Which would be awesome.
Right. I think for the dark side, like I would have, you know, I think Nolan would have been great for the prequels.
Right, yeah.
Because it showcased more of the dark side of, you know, of the Star Wars force. So I thought he would have been great to really pull
that would be
that
cool,
whole
man.
Anakin going to Darth Vader.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, he would have captured that brilliantly, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Damn George Lucas, man. That asshole.
Yeah. So, you know, we tease poor George.
But yeah,
his directing is outdated.
Yeah, apparently he has no say in the new ones, which is pretty cool.
He just signed with Disney.
Yeah.
So I say, hey, you know, I make my money. Let them do what they. I think he's like a consultant when it comes to, I guess, the characters or the story.
Yeah. And he probably gets all the royalties, you know, all that fun
Right.
stuff.
Right.
But the thing with I was saying about J.J. Abrams, how he does. He's known for like all the CGI and stuff. In the new Star Wars, from what I heard, he's making everything practical. Like there's no CGI or like limited CGI to no CGI.
Mm.
Like everything's going to be makeup, costume, rubber kind of thing.
Okay, you know, as long as it's innovative, I'm just kind of in a wait and see mode.
Yeah, same here.
You know, so I think he's going to maybe try to take it back to the originals and some of the original characters. You know, Princess Leia and Luke and
Han Solo.
So they're in it. So you know, it should be cool.
Yeah, I'm ready for that one, man. That one's gonna be pretty cool.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited. And what was the other movie coming out? Jurassic Park. I'm ready to check out. Jurassic World.
You know, I didn't even hear about Jurassic Park. That's really interesting.
Have you seen the trailer yet or no?
I haven't even seen the trailer.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's
I haven't seen the
a little skeptical, but it's pretty good.
Who's directing that movie?
I'm not too sure actually. I know it's not Steven Spielberg, but I know he's involved in it.
Right.
But I mean, that one should be pretty cool. It's it's been
that should be good. That was a good. I remember seeing that growing up. That was a
right. Yeah,
that was a cool film. Real cool.
That one still holds up pretty well.
The
original one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for 2015 in the movies.
Yeah, 2015, excuse me, should be great. You know, summertime. You know, that's when all the great movies come out anyway. But the Star Wars, we have to wait till
Christmas
next winter.
Yeah,
Christmas, right? Yeah,
for real, man. That's how they get you.
Yeah, they get you. You know, they get you.
That's why they're called teaser trailers, I guess.
Very teaser. They'll tease you about 2013. The movie comes out 2 years later. And it's around this time. So
yeah, because I think that like going back to the comic stuff, that Batman versus Superman, I think that comes out like next year, like 2016 or something.
Yeah, 2017. I know for the Green Lantern. I know.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I want to know what are they going to do with Batman.
Which one?
Batman, like this. Are they done with it, or are you think they're going to keep it going?
Batman, because I know Christopher Nolan did that trilogy, and I think that was its own separate thing.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
because I think they're starting like a new Batman franchise.
Yeah, because I know Bane was like the last.
Yeah.
Villain character, so it's kind of. Now they got the series that's out. That I haven't gotten into that yet.
Oh, the Gotham.
Gotham, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those yet. They got a bunch
I caught
of
a few episodes, but I gotta watch it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know they got a bunch of those. Like, I think The Flash is a show now, and
oh yeah.
The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's one of them.
Another movie made to a series I'm looking forward to is The Bates Motel.
Oh man, that should
it
be. It
really shows that mother and psychotic son relationship.
Yeah. So the show they're going to be going before he's.
They took a break. I think a year break.
Mm-hmm.
I think they started. Was it 2012 or 2011? And they must have took a break last year. I think they're bringing it back to A&E.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on A&E, right? So they're supposed to be bringing it back again. But I liked it. You know, it's a good suspense.
Yeah, I like I like when they do things like that where they go back, kind of.
Yeah, like you know what the meat of the story.
Right, before you knew what the story was, kind of thing.
Right. It kind of gives way of why Norman, that relationship with his mother.
Yeah, stuff like that.
She met the guy that, you know, I guess he poisoned or whatever.
Yeah, like why was he so obsessed with his mom, kind of thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, man, like I love those kind of.
Oh, yeah.
When they go back when something's already set in stuff, like Star Wars, for example. You know?
Right.
They had the base set of the movies and they went back.
Yeah. And Star Wars was, to me, great story. The story itself tells itself.
Yeah.
I just thought if they like you said, they might have picked the Christopher Nolan to do the prequels.
That would have been cool, man.
You know, and George could have been more, okay, let's be the producer, but, you know, I think Jar Jar Binks got a bad rap.
Yeah. Jar Jar, Jesus.
Right. You know, this reggae character, it was crazy.
It was for the kids. Because I remember when that movie came out, that first episode 1, I think it was.
Yeah.
And when Jar Jar Binks was introduced, I think it was like 9 or 10, and I loved him back then.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, this is a funny character. But as I'm older now, I realize why he gets so much hate.
Okay, where are we going with this?
Yeah.
Well, and I think it was just a character he wanted to grow with the audience, like, you know, your age yourself, because, you know, you remember C-3PO and R2-D2, you know,
yeah, that was like your generation kind of thing,
right?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what he tried to do with Jar Jar. And
it did not work.
Right. So,
yeah, who knows? We might have a new one in the new Star Wars. Maybe Jar Jar will return.
Exactly. So, you know, we shall see.
Yep.
Yeah. We shall see.
But I have no more topics on my little notebook. So
is that it, man? I know there might be some other stuff.
Yeah, so we might be wrapping up.
It's a lot better than talking about what's going on in politics right now.
Oh, Jesus!
I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, today have you heard of Nancy Grace? You know Nancy Grace, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I cannot stand her, but she was. I think it was either yesterday or this morning. She had Dr. Drew on and arguing about medical marijuana, but she will not. She will not let anybody talk. Like when someone's on a roll with something, when she's like, "Oh shit, they might be right," she'll cut them off and you know what I mean. So like that kind of shit, like that kind of politics, and when those arguments.
You look at her hair, her eyes. You can tell.
For real. You know, she probably doesn't get
I
any
would just
sleep.
tell everybody, hey, just have a voice. Make sure you vote.
Yeah, exactly, man. Seriously.
Yep.
Don't let the news anchors control us.
Thank you. It's a lot of propaganda out there, so don't get brainwashed, people.
Yep. Yeah, it's getting crazier. Like all the politics, and that's a whole other subject. It's a whole other episode.
Whole other animal there.
Right. But anything else to add for today, Hasani?
That is pretty much, you know, I just have to get Corey.
Yeah, man. What's up? What's up with Corey?
My 6th Street, you know, wherever he's at.
Yeah, he's around. He's around somewhere.
Yeah, he's around somewhere. You just have to make up for the lost time.
Yeah, we tried to get Corey on today, but
I'll
good. Yeah, I'll have him on again sometime soon.
So the next time, I guess we'll just see, you know, who wins the Super Bowl, and that'll be something else to talk about.
Yep, that'll be.
You got the awards. What's far as music? The Grammys is gonna be coming up.
Oh yeah, that's right, the Grammys.
You know, so
we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that one goes.
Should be a pretty good one. I just hope I just hope like Justin Bieber doesn't win a bunch, or like Nicki Minaj and all them.
Yeah, I don't even know who's really up this year. I like it when any of the non-pop people win.
Right. Yeah.
Like some jazz, like I forgot the girl's name, but she plays. She's big in jazz. She has this unique African name. But yeah, anybody that's in a different genre, that's actual real artists, I love when they win.
Right. Yeah.
Like
I agree.
Because Herbie Hancock, somebody like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because I'm sure like
Daft Punk, they were cool.
Daft Punk, that was a good album they put out a few years ago. 2 years ago? Last year?
Yeah.
But I'm sure All About That Bass is gonna win a Grammy. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, before we go, if you're into the old, you know, the funk 70s music, Sly Stone, you know, he was like homeless for a minute.
Oh,
Or
really?
like in a trailer park. Yeah, he just got awarded like $5 million in royalties.
Oh, man.
It's a current article that's out right now. So I think that's going to be something for a lot of artists to follow when it comes to, your material. I think he got with the management group, and you know how a lot of artists kind of get shunned away from their royalties. So he's kind of might resurrected himself again.
I was going to say, because he literally disappeared. Sly Stone?
Yeah, he appeared in the Grammys a while back.
Right.
I think it was it 07? He made an appearance. I forgot who brought him on stage, but that was like the last time you saw him.
Wow.
Do anything music-wise.
Wow.
Yeah, and he just looked like a guy that, he might have just did every drug in the book. You look at
He's pretty washed up.
It's like, okay, I thought this guy was not alive, and he's just here, and like, wow.
Damn, man. They still have the whole outfit on, the cape and or whatever he wore? Or did he just have like regular clothes on?
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty much, he was a huge influence on Prince. But it was mostly Sly and the Family Stone. The feminists are called, the funk crew, like with the funkadelic, that whole genre.
Mm-hmm.
So when you want to look at this pure funk music, I mean, Sly was definitely in the pioneer.
Speaking of which, the whole...
they call it psychedelic soul. I think that's what it is, psychedelic soul. Like that.
Psychedelic flow?
They call it psychedelic soul.
Oh, soul.
Music. Yeah.
Yeah, because did you hear the new Bruno Mars song?
You know what? Did I hear the new Bruno? No, I didn't hear the new Bruno Mars. What's that about?
You need to check out it's a new Bruno Mars song called Uptown Funk.
Okay.
But that is a really good song. Like when you listen to it, it sounds like a song from the 70s almost.
Oh, cool.
And it was almost what
he's like a throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell he really studies.
Yeah, man. And that was almost what I was talking about a few weeks ago when I was talking about like they needed to take older music and start infusing it in a modern day kind of situation. Yeah. And that's pretty much what this song is. So you'll have to check that one out.
I have to check Bruno because Bruno is very talented.
He is.
But I still think there's a sound. I think we were talking about that. How there's probably a sound that's not been created yet.
I think so.
That needs to, I think, some artist somewhere got it, but we're just not hearing it yet.
Because so far the way we're going is like all electronic right now, kind of.
Yeah,
like
and it's a lot of course, you got your remix. You know, people are just taking the remix sound. You had what was the auto tune? You had that thing in for a while.
Yep.
Going so.
Which is actually like way stronger now than it used to be. Auto tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what's
next. I'm waiting on a new sound, man.
I am too, man.
I think there's when I look at music, first you had the jazz, the bebop era, then you had rock and roll, then you had hip hop, and I just think it stopped at hip hop.
That's what it seems like, doesn't it?
Yeah, and for R&B people, you had the neo soul with the Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. I just think there's something that's not popish. Yeah. But I guess when something underground is good, and then it just goes to pop. But I just think there is a sound.
There's something
and
we're not hearing.
It could be electronic. It could be something totally technical.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely something we're not hearing that we haven't heard before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for that new sound.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And, you hear a lot of stuff in the 70s, the 80s. Like I listen to a lot of, Chic and what's the name? Donna Summers. I Need Love, or I forgot. Is that the talk of the song? But anyway, a lot of her, some of the old disco stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Not too corny-ish, but some of that stuff was going somewhere. But I don't think people was ready for that to be, you know. I think that was just a spirit of the moment thing.
Right. The disco era.
Right.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Like they should bring something like that back. They should bring like disco.
Yeah, because people, it's like we don't really dance like that.
Yeah, really.
You know, it's like that was that was the thing, was to dance, and it's like now, it's like okay, everybody wants to be too cool, but it's not. You know,
for real. Now it's all raves and dubstep dance parties kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, can we get something groovy and
yeah, come on, something.
You know, something you can smoke a nice spliff to.
Yeah, exactly. Not something that's all computer sounds and makes you freak out.
Right.
But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully 2015 will bring us something new.
I'm hoping so, man.
Right?
I'm hoping something new and improved coming along.
Yep. Let's wait and see. But
yes, sir. So.
But I think that is it, sir. I think we're gonna be getting wrapped up here.
Until next time.
Yeah. Until next time.
It's always great, man. This is my second time, so it's always fun.
Seriously, man, I really appreciate you being on.
No, thank you, man. It's my pleasure.
And you'll have to do it again sometime because we got, especially after the Super Bowl, we're gonna have a lot of topics to discuss.
Oh yeah. And it's like the beginning of the new year, so it's always gonna be something.
Right? Yeah, it's still early.
About. Oh yeah.
And up in Delaware.
No diggity doubt, and I know during the we gotta hit on some film festivals too, man. So next time around,
I'm down.
There's some stuff that's coming about. I mean, we can really get into a lot of more broader topics and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I'm totally down.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So
if you ever have an opening, I'll totally go.
No doubt.
All right, guys.
Anyway,
but
my man, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And
to the people listening, keep listening.
Yeah, please keep listening. Yeah, I got 15
hope
subscribers now. What?
I said, yeah, I hope they follow.
Yeah, man. So far, so good. I mean, I'm having like on a weekly basis, about 20 views, which is like cool with me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, way more than I ever thought. And up to 15 subscribers now, so.
Yeah, man, it's always something good to talk about out here.
Right?
Enough stuff, so enough entertainment.
I love the whole YouTube journey, so.
No doubt. All
right. But on that note, guys, we are going to be getting up out of here for another week of
next time.
Yep. Until next time, guys. Thank you, Hasani, once again for being on. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Anytime.
And until next time, guys, peace out.
Till we meet again. Oh.